The divers must go through 3 passageways in order to unveil Wakula's secrets. They are amazed by sights, one more fantastic than another, like this white-walled cave, which resembles a cathedral. 26 million years ago, these limestone walls were no doubt part of an enormous barrier reef by the ocean shore. Later, prehistoric animals lived in these caves. Bill Stones and his team discovered mammoth and mastodon skeletons under the fine sand. They'd been preserved through time by water clearer and purer than air. This bone is over 1.5 meters long. Many of these bones will be brought to the surface with airbags. This expedition has more than reached its goal. The researchers from the Florida Museum of History will now put their knowledge to work to reconstruct this magnificent mastodon skeleton, newly freed from the depths of time.
Mastodon. In life, this animal stood higher than 9 feet at the shoulder, was longer than 16 feet, weighed something over 10 tons, ate some 300 pounds of leafy vegetation each day just to stay alive, and died 12,000 years ago in the waters of Wakulla Springs. During the time period that Florida's environment was so dry, the springs became very important drawing places for all the animals to get and satisfy their liquid needs and their water intake. But the problem is that because the sea level and therefore the water table level were so much lower, the access to the caves was much more steep than it is now, trapping some of the larger animals near the bottom and preserving them until they could be found by later divers, such as those that are working now in Wakulla Springs today.
Speleonautic exploration is a dive back into time. But even more, it's a never-ending adventure, a slow journey through the unknown, an experience in weightlessness, in total blackness that's barely pierced by a torch's glow. Like Theseus of ancient times, we move through a labyrinth unwinding our string.
We join up with one of Adventure's old friends, Malcolm Douglas, ex-crocodile hunter who's established an amazing sanctuary in northwest Australia, one that takes in and protects some of the most fearsome and dangerous creatures.
Hi. I'm up on the Ord River between Kununurra and Wyndham in the top of Western Australia. I'm here to capture alive a number of very big problem saltwater crocodiles. This is a very dangerous and a very exciting adventure.
Malcolm Douglas started out in the 1960s as a crocodile hunter. It was a time the authorities encouraged crocodile killing, and their skin was worth its weight in gold. The outcome was that they quickly became an endangered species, and Malcolm began playing the part of gamekeeper. He even managed to convince the Australian government of the need for a crocodile reserve, a concept that had success in other locations. The pools Malcolm used for crocodile research and breeding are visited by thousands of tourists each year.